Imagine planning your dream wedding. Imagine picking out your dress, booking the venue, inviting every person you love, only to discover that the man you're about to marry isn't just cheating on you, he's cheating with your own sister. That was my story. My name is Hannah Carter. I'm 27 years old, and this is how I lost everything in one single night and then built a life so powerful that even karma bowed to me. I met Jacob Reed when I was 21 during a college moot court competition in New York. I was nervous, my notes were shaking in my hand, and he leaned over with that confident grin of his and whispered, "Relax, you've got this, and honestly, I'm rooting for you." That one sentence melted away my anxiety. He was tall, dark-haired, sharp-suited, every bit the lawyer in the making. Over the next few months, we kept running into each other on campus, coffee shops, libraries, late-night study sessions. Before I knew it, he became my anchor. He made me laugh when I was stressed, cooked me pasta on nights I stayed too long in the library, and when he told me, "I see us building a future together, Hannah," I believed him. Fast forward 6 years later, we were living in Manhattan. Jacob was a rising attorney in one of the top firms, and I was climbing my own ladder as an interior designer. And when he proposed to me in Central Park under fairy lights and surrounded by strangers who clapped when I said yes, I thought I was living a dream. My younger sister, Lily Carter, was 24 then, free-spirited, spontaneous, the kind of girl who could light up a room with her laugh. Where I was careful and structured, Lily was wild and carefree. She never really had her life together, jumping between jobs, moving from one apartment to another, relying on me and my parents to pick up her pieces. But she was my sister, and I loved her. When Jacob and I got engaged, Lily was thrilled. She cried, hugged me, and said, "I can't believe my big sister's getting married." And to Jacob, "He's perfect for you," I believed her. God, I wish I hadn't. Wedding planning consumed my life for months. Venue scouting in Long Island, cake tastings in Brooklyn, late night Pinterest boards. And through it all, Jacob and Lily were there. She tagged along to dress fittings, teased Jacob about learning dance steps, even helped pick the floral arrangements. I thought we were a team, but in reality, I was being played like a fool. It started subtly. Jacob started working late. At least that's what he told me. He'd come home past midnight, loosen his tie, and kiss my forehead like nothing was wrong. But the cologne lingering on his shirt didn't smell like his. One night, I picked up Lily's phone to hand it to her. A notification flashed across the screen. "Jacob, last night was unforgettable." My hands froze. My heart stopped. I wanted to believe it was a misunderstanding. Maybe they were talking about a movie night, a joke, something innocent, but deep down, something inside me cracked. 2 weeks before my wedding, I decided to surprise Jacob at his apartment. He had been staying there for a few nights. Because of work, I picked up his favourite Thai food, grabbed a bottle of wine, and let myself in with the spare key. The lights were dim, soft music played from the speakers, and then I saw it. A silk robe draped across the couch. A pair of heels kicked off near the door. And in the bedroom, Lily, wearing Jacob's shirt, her hair messy, her face flushed. Jacob standing behind her, frozen like he had seen a ghost. My entire world shattered in that single second. I dropped the food, the wine bottle crashing against the hardwood floor, spilling red like blood across the room. "Are you kidding me?" I screamed. My voice was shaking, but my anger drowned out the tears burning in my eyes. Jacob stuttered, "Hannah, it's not what it looks like. Not what it looks like." I cut him off. "She's wearing your shirt, Jacob." "My sister. How long?" Lily, instead of looking guilty, smirked faintly. "It just happened, Hannah. You were always so busy with work, so "Shut up, Lily," I shouted. "You're my sister." "You were supposed to protect me, not—" My voice broke. Jacob reached for me, but I stepped back. "Don't touch me. Both of you. You disgust me." And then I left. I left behind the man I thought I was going to marry. I left behind the sister I thought I could trust. Cancelling the wedding was humiliating. Explaining to friends, to relatives, to co-workers, it felt like ripping a bandage off a wound that never healed. I spent weeks in bed. My appetite vanished. My reflection looked like a stranger. Hollow eyes, cracked lips, a broken spirit. I thought I was worthless if the man who promised forever and the sister who shared my blood could betray me. Who could I ever trust again? But rock bottom has a funny way of becoming the foundation for your rise. One morning, I stood in front of the mirror. I looked at myself, the girl who had been abandoned, humiliated, destroyed, and I whispered, "No more." I went back to therapy. I poured my energy into work. Within months, I was promoted to lead designer on a high-profile Manhattan project. My designs were featured in magazines. And when I started a small online community for women recovering from betrayal, it exploded. Thousands of women joined, sharing their stories, finding strength together. I realized something powerful. Their betrayal didn't end me. It freed me. Meanwhile, Jacob and Lily's relationship quickly crumbled. Lily loved attention but hated responsibility. She drained Jacob's money, picked fights, and partied non-stop. Jacob's law firm discovered he had been embezzling client funds to support her lifestyle. He was fired, blacklisted, and his reputation destroyed. And Lily? She left him for another guy, someone with more money, more status. Jacob was left broke, alone, and humiliated, exactly where karma wanted him. 2 years later, I was invited to a charity gala in New York. I walked in, wearing a sleek black gown, confidence radiating off me. I didn't just survive, I thrived. And then I saw him, Jacob, sitting in the corner, his suit cheap, his face worn, his eyes hollow. For a moment, our eyes met. The shame in his gaze was louder than any apology he could ever give. I smiled, not with bitterness, but with triumph, because I had finally won. Today, I run a successful design firm. My women's community has turned into a nationwide movement, helping thousands reclaim their lives after betrayal. As for Lily and Jacob, they're nothing more than lessons. Lessons that taught me that sometimes the people closest to you will cut the deepest wounds, but also lessons that showed me this truth. Betrayal doesn't break you, it builds you. It gives you fire. It makes you unstoppable. So if you're listening to this right now, if you've ever been betrayed, remember, they didn't end your story. They simply gave you the perfect beginning to a stronger one. If you like this story, please subscribe, like, and click the bell icon for more stories like that.